Hey YouTube, this is Cal2012. This is a video response to manonfires' recent video, most recent video. He was talking to Stephen Neutron 8 something. Anyway, gentleman just waking up, young man. I don't know if it's an older gentleman or a younger gentleman, whatever. Awesome to hear that you're waking up. A couple of different things that I wanted to bring up just to add to what manonfire is talking about. Most definitely, we do evolve in this process. And there are going to be times where you're going to have to kind of sit back and pull back and go, wow, and absorb all of this information. Okay? But there's one word I want you to take out of your vocabulary. Okay? And this is very, very, very important. Okay? Eliminate the word believe or belief. Okay? For so long, we've been told what to believe. Okay? What our belief structure should be. The longer you hold on to predetermined beliefs, it's harder for you to grow and it's harder for you to research. Because what ends up happening is you're constantly going through this battle of your belief system. Everything that slams up against it, you're sitting there going, no, wait a minute, I believe this, so I need to find something that substantiates what I believe. Instead of just looking at the information for what it is. See, what we do in a huge segment of the researchers that I deal with, is any information that comes out in any of the videos that we do, we expect each other. We expect one another, our subscribers and stuff like that, to attempt to debunk the information. Okay, because our goal is to have as much accurate information as we possibly can. And if one of our subscribers or somebody watching says, you're wrong on that information, bud, and this is why, then, we put out an apology and make things right. Because our whole goal is to truly put out the as much accurate information as we possibly can. But going back to the belief idea, when you put yourself in the concept of belief, you're setting yourself in a box, okay? And all that other information that's coming through is slamming up against the walls of the box, okay? Replace the word belief with think, okay? As long as you're thinking, you're growing. As long as you're thinking, you're absorbing information. Whether it adds to what you think or whether it takes away from what you think. You have to be able to look at both sides. Okay? Now, a lot of people will say, well, your belief system is the same as your foundation and things like that. Okay. We are all raised certain ways. We're all raised with basic morals and things like that. That's our foundation. But one of the most important things is shedding this shell of disinformation that we've been fed since we've been born. Okay? Understand, conquerors write the history. Alright? So it's the elites that have written our history. And now with the age of the internet, to where every household has access to literally every single library on the planet. And each person in their own way has gone through and done just insane amounts of research in their passion, whatever it may be. Okay, whether it's ancient history, whether it's spiritual and religious history, whether it's ancient civilizations, whether it's politics, whether it's economics. Everything under the sun you can find information on. Because there's somebody out there, or numerous people out there, that have done backbreaking work acquiring this information. Okay? And so, when you look at things, think with your mind, don't believe. Don't believe everything that comes through. There's as much bullshit out there as there is accurate information. Alright? And it's tough sometimes to sift through that stuff. Alright? It's like, when people sit there and tell me, well, do you believe that the Bible is 100% truth? I'm like, no, I don't. I said, because there's too much inaccuracies too many contradictions, you know. And one of my biggest questions right off the bat is, number one, there's over 1,000 denominations of Christianity in the United States alone. Whose interpretation of the information is correct? See, that's where we're at here. We're sifting through all of the information, and we're trying to find out what we are and where we legitimately came from and where we're going. But in order to do that, we have to shed this shell of belief that's holding us back. This thing that's been placed in our brains and shoved in our brains since the day we were born. And now we're relearning. It's kind of a rebirth in a way. That's why we call it waking up. All right? That's really all I got to say. All right? Man on Fire, great work as always. I just had to stick my nose in the conversation. So, y'all have a great evening. And I'll yak at you later. This is Kel 2012. I'm out.